Leo, welcome to 2018 and your first reading for the year with me. This is January 2018, Leo. So guys, Happy New Year. Wherever you spent the year seeing it in, I hope that you had a wonderful time and spent some time contemplating what the future is holding for you, your dreams, desires and manifestations. 4 cards from the John Holland Tarot Psychic deck and then 4 from the Morgan Greer as clarifiers underneath. Now before we deal, I bought some of these stones in from the background. This little one here, which is a twin flame or soulmate. This one, which is a pink moonstone, the lapis lazuli, and some of this cryoscolia here as well. So let's see how they are going to play a role in your reading. Leo, January 2018. Your first card out is number 8, emotional withdrawal, and actually right in the front is the fluorite, and that goes really nice in that shadow behind his back. Number 8, a major arcana, is the power card, which is the strength card. Number 1, the ace of pentacles. And number 7, the Triumph card. We don't do reversals in this particular deck. It's not really very relevant. So 2 major arcanas and an ace and a cup card. Let's just wind this, well actually we probably won't wind it in too far. So if we're starting off on the left hand side with the emotional withdrawal, which is the 8 of Cups, there's been a few zodiac signs that have started the year off with a little bit of feeling as though there's some emotional change coming within, quite often within relationships, or something that has affected you very closely at the heart level. And interestingly enough, that particular card has sat in that position before as well. So given in mind that we are starting a brand new year, and this is the first month of the year, and this is the first card and the first week and so on, it seems that quite a few people are ushering in some sort of, not necessarily ambivalence, but change, or feeling a bit sad about something that they're moving away from. The 8 of Cups traditionally shows us 5 cups lying on the ground and 3 left standing, and the man with his back facing the idea of walking away from it. So it gives us the feeling of sadness around relationships, and there is a possibility that there has been some sort of separation or falling by the wayside. This can be people who have been very close, such as family members or very close friends or even romantic partners. It doesn't necessarily mean that there was a terrible falling out. It could be that they have moved away for various reasons, such as a job, or moving to a different city to study, or perhaps they have had to move somewhere else for a financial reason, or you yourself are moving to somewhere else to fulfill an obligation or career change. So it's not always about, you know, sad breakups. It's just about the fact that you're not together at that close connection. However, for some of you there could be the loss of a romantic partner or a close friendship due to something like a misunderstanding or a miscommunication. So the important thing to understand is it's happening for a reason, which is taking you to a new place. And new places always show us new adventures, new possibilities, new paradigms, and usually with it new people. So it's not long before that what you might feel as a vacuum or an emptiness is usually filled, and you're starting again with whole new concepts and energies. Now this fluorite here, it really does marry up with the same colours in the shadow of his back as he's sitting in contemplative prayer, and the fluorite is a beautiful stone for healing at many levels, both physically and emotionally. So let's see what is the card, the clarifier, that is going to come underneath it. And interestingly enough, there's 2 8s right next to each other. So the number 8 could be really powerful for you for the beginning of the year. It might be a lucky number for you for some time. You could utilize that all year. It number 8 is generally considered a favourable number. It's very powerful in terms of the fact that it's the ever-ending number, so it's quite often about soulmates being in our lives. So oftentimes when a soulmate leaves, you may get another one coming in, and I picked this up earlier. This is the soulmate stone, or the twin flame stone, and I had this desire to bring it out, and it was sitting right above the 8, and given now that we have the 2 8s and the soulmate stone, I feel there's a message in here for a lot of you about either that someone who was so special to you will have been a soulmate and possibly has finished their journey with you and taught you a certain lesson, but you are going to be finding another one that comes into your life. And I think too this ace over here amplifies newness as well. Anyhow, I've got myself totally lost there. Let me come back to the shuffling and see what we are extending the message on for that first number 8. 8 is also considered the benefactor number, like manifestation and often of finances. Oh, I love it. You know, I'm getting some really, today the readings that I'm doing have so much connected energy to the universe and the galaxy, and it's like the synchronicities are just pouring in thick and fast. So now you have 3 8s. It's like booyah. So the 8 is relevant, and I think this is a big thing going on here with the energy that I talked about. There's something about soulmates going on. It is about relationships for you, a lot of this. This is about new ones coming in as well as saying goodbye to old ones. Now this 8 of Swords, very similar to the 8 of Cups. You are feeling some sort of like tied up, tied down, stuck, wondering, lost, lonely, feeling like you weren't sure why it happened or how it happened. But what it does say here is, so she can clearly make her way out through those swords if she takes her blindfold off and uses her vision to see, also some intellect and some logic. So don't let your emotions get away with you too much. Bring some powerhouse energy into this situation, and don't allow too much anxiety or depression or anything like that to come in. You have the answers within yourself, and there is definitely a pathway forward. So let's move into the second 8, or really it's now the third 8, and we see that you have regaining personal power. I love this card because it shows us the fact that we are, you know, sort of verging into many paradigms all at once, physical and human and animalistic and spiritual, the whole realm. Now this power card, which is the strength card, tells us that we have immense strength, and when it turns up for you, it's telling you you're going to regain some of the strength. And of course, here's another lovely synchronicity. I'm a bit slow off the mark, you guys. Hello Leo the Lion King. That's you. It's them saying to you, guys, your Leo strength is not going far. Grab it. Get hold of it again. You're the fire energy. You're that one, you know, the strongest of all of the strongest of the signs. You have inner strength. You have tenacity. You have power. So grab it if you're feeling unsure or uncertain or lost. It's there. There's the lion looking at you, Leos. Beautiful message for you. Also, some of you might be coming into awareness of things such as animal spirit guides, and some of you will have a lion as an animal spirit guide just because you might. Also, he very much talking about spirituality as well, so some of you will be attuned to that. Spirit growth for you guys, connection to the animal kingdom, which could be grounding, which could give you answers. So let us see what your card is for the clarifier underneath. And also over here, this is also great personal power. So this reading has a lot of your Leo strength in it and personal power. The Knight of Swords. So two fiery, you know, sword energy coming in down here in the bottom. Now the Knight of Swords, he exactly what the picture shows. Look at this fiery energy in this tower in the background. This particular depiction on the card often makes me think of the Tower card and the way we can change things around and unexpected changes can come. And I really do feel as though this is happening for you guys in the beginning of the year and in this first part of the month. That Knight of Swords can represent energies like that where you just fire on in there and just get something activated using immense power. This whole two cards here, very reddish and full of energy and power. Look at the flames pouring out of the top of this tower up here. So this can be literally verbal communication and feisty and determined and activated in action. It can have to do with legal documents or signing things or buying things or contractual obligations. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here, but it's giving off so much power, this line. It's like, yes, you've regained something or you set something going with this power. Just remember to use it appropriately. Don't take anyone down with it and don't abuse it. So use it in a positive way to manifest positivity in your life, because remember, I said earlier, the 8s are the number of manifestation as well. So there's a whole bunch of things going on here. We come to the third card, and it's the number 1, it's the ace. What are aces, guys? Manifestation. Boom. I mean, you've now got 3 8s and an ace. This is like playing, I was going to say lotto, but this is like playing poker. This is a winning hand. Actually, wouldn't it be, so 3 8s and a 7 and an ace. I would put money down on this as a poker hand. So it's a good hand of cards, right? You need to really feel into this. You need to get the strength out of it. You need to strengthen yourself up. You need to pull on your Leo energies, and you need to look at the opportunities coming. So the ace is all about new positive opportunities, possibly around money. Well, hello, no surprises. You may get an inheritance, you may find a windfall, you may get a job promotion, you may have a pay rise. For those of you unemployed and seeking a job, you may get a job. For those of you past your working career, you may find money somewhere else through investments or dividends or someone giving you something. So all around it bodes quite well. It's also a good sign health-wise as well, and also a sign of fertility and conception, if any of you are thinking of that. Let's see its clarifier. Well, that shot out in a hurry. Okay, just give me a minute. What is it? Oh, nice. The 4 of Wands, the Happy Home card. The card of happy celebrations, possible engagements, weddings, christenings, the birth of something new, people moving into a home scenario where they are happy, the purchasing of a new home. This could all be tied in with this ace. Also over here, the 7, the Triumph card, the Chariot, is often a card that turns up when people are shifting homes or moving homes. So there has a feeling here of a lot of you possibly moving for one reason or another. Whether, I think I said earlier, you could be moving away for your career, or you could be moving to study at a university or do a doctorate or a postgraduate degree, or you might be moving to be in the entertainment industry. You know, there's a whole bunch of reasons here, but I'm feeling a lot of power in the reading, and a lot of manifestation and success of your energies and dreams as you're taking this through forward. You just have to get past this one here and jump on the train. Also, this can be about cars. Some of you might be going on a journey, traveling, and it might be by car. You might also buy a new car or upgrade your car or do something to it. For some of you, you could have problems with your car, so be wary to keep a bit of money aside from this prosperity and all this money. You may have a car that requires a little bit of fixing. Let's see what the final card is for your reading as the clarifier. The Seven of Rods or Wands. So 2 wands down here and 2 swords over there. This is a nice card. Oh wow! Oh, I've just been, I've really enjoyed doing this reading. It's got so many cool things going on. Look what they've done again. 2 sevens. So, it's just lovely. You've had such a cool reading. There is so much going on. So 7 and 8 are going to be relevant for you. I don't know whether it means 7 people or 8 people or 8 days or 8 weeks or 8 months, yada yada. It could be anything. It might be the new house number you live at. Might be the number of vehicles you're going to buy. Who would know? Think of the numbers. They could be, as I said, lucky for you in the year. So I would pick the numbers 8, 7 and 1 and 4 in lotto tickets for you guys for the year. This Seven of Wands often talks to us about the fact that we have felt as though there has been other people vying for attention or pushing us around a little bit, and that we perhaps have wanted our personal power back. And this reading tells me that you have that opportunity to get the power back and be on top, which he is. This is you up here, staving off all these other competitors. So this can be in reference to jobs or in purchasing a home or in selling something, contracting something, signing something. It generally bodes fairly well, and it says even though you may have had much competition, you tend to be the favoured one in the end. So I'm going to stop there because my camera card is overheating, but I think you have had a really cool reading. There's so much happening within this particular reading, as I say, and I've really enjoyed all of the things that they've pulled out. It's been so cool. So come back and listen to it, connect with it, and see what deep personal messages you might glean from it yourself. So thank you again for subbing the channel, and that way you won't miss any future uploads I do. Also for commenting, I love the comments, and for liking the video. Guys, have a wonderful January ahead. Thank you all for being here. It's a pleasure for me to be with you guys. Love you all. Namaste.